I bet when Anita Baker blocked me, she didn't think that I would still be able to report on her news. Anita Baker is now going on a Twitter rant about Babyface, calling Babyface the Kenny Crazies, and somehow Beyonce's in it. And I'm sure she's like,
why am I in it?
And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong
because you never apologized.
we have to talk about Anita Baker blasting fans, blasting Kenny Babyface Edmonds. And you're probably wondering, how in the hell did all of this start? Because we talked about this probably like a month ago. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your #1 source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it was maybe like a month ago that we talked and reported on the story where Babyface reported and posted a tweet letting the fans know, apologizing to them that he was not going to be performing that particular night with Anita Baker because she has asked for the space and the time to perform. We have to keep in mind, I didn't even know why this even ended up being a big deal, because then all the Anita Baker stories came out after this. But that particular night, there was a lot of technical issues happening over at the New Jersey Prudential Center. They had a lot of microphone issues, and that was part of the reason why it took forever to have Anita Baker come up there and perform. So apparently, Anita's team told Babyface, we want her to be able to perform her full performance, because this also is her farewell tour, and he's along with it. But the Babyface fans were like, well, we wanted to see Babyface. Where's Babyface? So that's part of the reason why he issued the apology that he issued. So come fast forward a few weeks later, we're now dealing with Anita Baker blasting people on social media. Look, let's just start with the first tweet. Let's start with the first tweet. And yes, Anita, because you know, I always tell you when people block me, like Portia Williams, I always say, I was like, well, I've been blocked by better. And I always cite Anita Baker. I don't know why I was blocked. But apparently she must search her name, and I must have reported on something years ago, and she blocked me ever since then. I could care less, Anita, because I'm still going to find out the story. And I actually was kind of on your side in the beginning. But a lot of people are coming out with all kinds of stories about Anita Baker when they met Anita Baker or this or that, whatever. Okay, all I can tell you is that she blocked me, and I don't know why. So anyways, her first tweet, she says this. She says, "Dear sir," first of all, she's highlighting, on my birthday, this person posted this tweet. So maybe she's just seeing her tweets. So this person posted this on May 11th, my birthday, to Ticketmaster. It's Anita Baker's fault. She did it to Luther and Maxwell. Damn. So they're blaming Anita for these technical issues that were happening. So Anita retweets this person and says, "Dear sir, Live Nation took full responsibility. I went on my stage at the appropriate time, did my job without benefit of full production. I have never been in concert with my friend Maxwell." Well, see, she's clearing things up. "I did my job, a lifelong profession. Your public statements are false." That was a read. But it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there because she probably was reading all of her mentions, because like I said, that tweet was from May 11th. All right, so Anita then says, "Dearest one," okay, she's retweeting this other person who says, "With all respect, did you call the Babyface a support act?" So she retweets it and posts the promo image where you see Anita. It's her farewell tour, and it says Anita Baker, the songstress, with the legendary Babyface, a small picture of him. Look, okay. Anyways. So she says, "Dearest one, you are not privy to the, quote, contracts. Yes, Babyface is a special guest / support act on my tour. This false narrative of a co-headliner creating unrealistic expectations," she's accusing Babyface, of creating an unrealistic expectations and aggression from his fans towards me. He should tell you guys the truth." Wait a second. Babyface has a beehive? Look, we know we have Babyface fans, but Babyface is so mellow, I don't think his fans are like crunk. But maybe they've been crunk in her mentions. I don't know. So Anita Baker doesn't stop there. She then says, as you can see, some of his fans are not accepting of the reality that he is contracted as a special guest slash support on my tour. Some even want to hurt me. Crazy town. And y'all know how some of y'all get real extra, not us, get real extra in the comments. So I can only imagine some of the things that you guys have said to Anita Baker. Then someone reposts another story. They said, Anita Jailhouse Baker, please. Your ego dims your light and diminishes your message every time. Put some respect on people's name. That man holds more Grammys than you. I've heard you are a nasty piece of work and no one wants to work with you. Do better, quote songstress. And they post a picture of her where it says Anita Baker's attorney calls lawsuit a money grab. Well, she retweets this and she says, good morning to Kenny's crazies, Kenny Babyface Edmonds, who continue to harass. She also said that she won that lawsuit too. She retweeted that and said she won that lawsuit too. Like she's, as I'm recording this, she is still going on a Twitter rant. Okay? All right. So another person says to her, but once he saw his fans, this is what the person says, but once he saw his, quote, fans attacking Miss Baker for things out of her control, he should have said something. Yet he lets them continue to attack her on posts, and he has done nothing. So Anita retweets and says, Kenny's crazies are online bullies. And then she adds, Babyface, please call off your fans. I have been only kind and supportive of you as the special guest slash support on my tour. Another person says, actually, when this came out, everyone talked about how Beyonce was a horrible actor. I don't know how this particular tweet related to anything that she was saying, but I guess because this person said something else, she retweeted this and then said, he hates Beyonce as well. Kenny's crazies. Babyface hates Beyonce? Don't get the beehive started. I already hear them buzzing. Anita, do not get the beehive started. So another person then says, right, not being funny. She's never acted funny with sharing a stage with another artist, but as you stated, we're always coming to see Anita Baker. That's it. That's all they can feel and take it out how they want. They're not stopping, no show. We still gonna celebrate every show we're here. So Anita retweets this and said, there's a white man behind these grown black men harassing me and gaslighting me. My fans, because he can't take over this tour, so he wants to destroy it. Kenny's crazy narcissist. Babyface, call off your boys. She continues, because like I said, as we're reporting this, she is still going on social media, hashtagging herself, hashtag Anita Baker. So some other things she said on social media, she says, these trolls are quote, on Master's payroll, creating fake news / slander and harassment. This is what happens when boundaries and blessings manifest into beautiful karma and growth. Hashtag Anita Baker. They want to fight a 65-year-old woman. She then also says, she says, Anita Baker, present day, blessings versus 20 years ago. My friends lend me their jets to fly private. I'm never in these streets with you. You're living in the past. That doesn't exist for me anymore. Beautiful karma. Another person says, Detroit girl, we do understand you have a funky ass attitude when someone walks up to you in the mall or towards hospital workers. It's called karma. Anita then retweets this and says, Anita Baker, hashtag Anita Baker, I haven't been in Detroit for over 10 years, except for my sold out concert in 2022. And even then I flew in via private plan and I was never out in the street, accessible to strangers. So creepy. So Anita also added this in regards to the whole situation that went down with Kenny Babyface Edmonds at that show. She said this, out of kindness and community, you gift them $200,000 worth of production that you pay for, and still they complain and hold up the show and slander and villainize your name to social media, blogs, and press. And then she has these images of from the movie, like a slave movie. Like this whole situation is a mess. I didn't even know how I was going to even report this situation to you, but one of her last tweets, she says this in regards to people, I guess, advising her to like, Anita, get off of social media. Like, this is not looking good for you. So she says this. She says, PR people on my timeline wanting me to hire them to help. This isn't PR. This isn't a PR thing for me. This is about boundaries and not shrinking when strange men line up and threaten to hurt you, minimizing the threat by calling it a beef. Well, here's the thing. I will say this. I don't know. Like I said before, back in May, I don't understand why people were mad at Anita. Clearly, there was an issue with production. We all know in certain areas there are curfews, so a show can't go past a certain time. It is her farewell tour, so the majority of the people that were there to see anyone would have been Anita Baker. So I didn't really hold anything against her. But of course, anytime you report on these types of stories, other stories start to come out about past beefs and things like that. So I wasn't too mad. Look, I wasn't mad at her, even though she blocked me. I don't care. Like I said, I'm still going to get the story, Anita. But we also know that people go too far on social media. They start accusing people of stuff, and then all of a sudden, you're threatening people's lives, which is against the law. People, stop it. They will be able to find who you are. But in this moment, hearing Anita go off the way that Anita's going off makes you look at her like, whoa, the ego is coming out. Like, you're showing us that maybe you're not so pleasant to be around on tour. And they're still on tour, y'all. They're still on tour. So this is very uncomfortable. So at this time, Babyface has not released a statement besides the one that he released back in May. But I can only look. Babyface is riding high off of his Tiny Desk video performance that he just did, and of course this tour. Babyface is a legend. Anita Baker is a legend. We're not gonna fight on who's a bigger legend. Look, it is what it is. I think what Babyface posted on social media was fair, especially for the people that came out to see him. I don't see anything wrong with Anita getting the full time if that was the only amount of time that was allotted because of technical issues. That fell on Live Nation and fell on the venue. But Beyonce's like, how I'm in it? I'm on tour. And Babyface doesn't like Beyonce? And how does Anita Baker know this? Guys, as always, I want to know your thoughts because look, you never know. We might talk more about this during Tuesday Takeover tomorrow because the tweets are still coming. The tweets are still coming. What do you think about what Anita Baker had to say? Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse.